Hi, I will be presenting my physics project today. So my research question will be to determine the relationship between the static and kinetic friction coefficients with different surface materials. And I will be extend my experiment by determining the relationship between both coefficients with different surface areas. So this is my project setup for part A. So I will lift up the wood plank into a specific height, which just make the wood block start to move, and then I will try different surface with replace the wood plank by glass and sandy paper, and I'll try different surface areas as well. It will be my experiment setup for part 2. So I will put the wood block on the wood plank horizontally, and I'll add a pulley with a mass hanger. I will add masses to the mass hanger and to see how much masses the wood block will just barely to move. And it'll be my result for part A. So as we can see, the coefficient will be lowest when wood is on glass, and it will be highest when wood is on the sandy paper. So the static coefficient is calculated with vertical height divided by the horizontal length. And with uncertainty reported, it will be my final results, the table at below. And it will be, as we can see, the chain of the static coefficient. And it will be my results for the surface areas one. So as we can see, I just cut the wood block into two and overlap both of them. So I make sure the mass didn't change, but only the surface areas on contact. And so the before one is the 0.483, and the new coefficient is 0.488. So as we can see, there's no much differences. So for part 2, I just calculated the kinetic coefficient by ignoring the vertical acceleration on the equation. So I'll calculate the tension and the normal forces, and the kinetic coefficient will be the tension divided by the normal forces. As we can see, it's the same chain, so that the wood and glass contact will be the lowest coefficient, and it will be the highest with the wood with sandy paper. And as we can see, the surface areas one, they also need with the half surface areas on contact, they also need 5 masses to make the block to barely move. So the final coefficient didn't change. And overall, the kinetic coefficient is lower than the static coefficients. So conclusion will just be the static coefficient is dependent on surface materials, but independent on the surface areas. As the surface get rougher, the coefficient will decrease, and it's the same chain for the kinetic coefficient.